Assalamualaikum students, welcome back to our O-Level Biology lecture series. In the previous lecture, we started chapter 4 Biological Molecule and we learned about what biology molecules are, the elements present in them, the concepts of monomers and polymers. Today, we will study the first major group of biological molecules, that is about carbohydrates. In this lecture, we will learn what carbohydrates are, the structure of glucose, monosaccharides and disaccharides, important carbohydrates like starch, glycogen, cellulose. So let's begin this video. The first question is, what are carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are important biological molecules that act mainly on energy sources in living organisms. All carbohydrates contain three basic elements, that is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. These three elements combine together to form different carbohydrate molecules. Carbohydrates may be exist in two forms. The first one is simple sugar that dissolve easily in water, and the second is complex carbohydrates such as starch and cellulose. These complex carbohydrates are made from many simple sugar molecules that join together. Firstly, we will discuss the glucose. Glucose is a simple sugar. One of the most important carbohydrate is glucose. The chemical formula of glucose is C6H12O6. This means that a glucose molecules contain 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms and 6 oxygen atoms. Glucose is a very important because it is the main energy source for the cell. When cell need energy, glucose is break down during respiration. Now we discuss the structure of glucose. The glucose molecule is often shown in shape of ring structure, like you can show in this diagram. The glucose structure is in the ring structure, and the ring structure is the common form of glucose inside living cells. In diagram, the ring is sometimes drawn as a simple hexagon shape. Understanding this structure is important because many other carbohydrates are formed by joining glucose molecules together. Next is formation of maltose. Two molecules of glucose can join together to form a larger sugar molecule that is known as maltose. The chemical formula of maltose is C12H22O11. When the two glucose molecules join, an enzyme helps the reaction. The chemical bond between the molecules. There is a chemical bond that forms between the molecules. A water molecule is released. This type of reaction is known as condensation reaction. There are two types of sugar carbohydrates that divide on the basis of the number of sugar units. We discuss the types of sugar that is based on the basic of sugar units, that how many sugar units are they contain. We'll discuss that. The first is monosaccharides. Monosaccharides are simple sugar made up of one sugar unit. Example, glucose, fructose. These sugars are small and readily soluble in water. Because they are soluble, they can easily move inside the cell and blood. Now we discuss the disaccharides. Disaccharides are sugar made up of two monosaccharides molecules that join together. Examples include maltose and the sucrose. These sugars are also soluble in water, which helps them more easily in the biological system. Now we discuss the complex carbohydrates. Many glucose molecules can join together to form a large carbohydrate molecules that is known as polysaccharides. These important polysaccharides mentioned in this book are glycogen, starch, cellulose. Let's understand each one. Glycogen. Firstly, we'll discuss the glycogen. Glycogen is the large molecule made of many glucose units. It acts as a food storage substances in animal cells. Animals store glycogen mainly in liver cells and in muscle cells. When the body needs energy, glycogen can be broken down to release glucose. Now we discuss starch. Starch is another important polysaccharides made of hundreds of glucose that link together in a long chain. Starch is a very important because it is the main storage carbohydrates in plants. Plants store starch in seeds, roots, tubers, leaves. Example of food rich in starch include potatoes, rice, wheat, corn. Now we discuss cellulose. Cellulose is also made from long chain of glucose molecules. However, cellulose has a different structures compared to starch. These molecules group together to form a microscopic fibers. These fibers are arranged in layers and form the cell wall of the plant cell. The cell wall provides strength, support, and protection. Let's discuss a very important point, that is about solubility of polysaccharides. This book explains a very important point that glycogen, starch, and cellulose are not very soluble in water. This property is very useful because storage molecules shouldn't dissolve easily. Structural molecules must remain strong and stable. Now we summarize the today's lesson. This is the diagram that is about the glycogen, you can see, and here is the one glucose unit that link together to form a complex carbohydrates, polysaccharides or glycogen molecules. And next is the fibers is present in cellulose. So students, today we learned that carbohydrates contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Glucose is the most common simple sugar. Monosaccharides are simple sugar units. Disaccharides contain two sugar units. Glycogen stores energy in plants. Cellulose forms plant cell wall. That's all for today's lecture on carbohydrates. In our next lecture, we will study another important group of biological molecules that called lipids, which include fats and oil. If this lecture helped you understand the topic, make sure to share it with your classmates and stay connected for the next lesson. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.